state of the world is not, I don't think it's in very good shape. I try to kind of turn a dull ear to some of it, you know.
As a 13-year-old, what I think is going on in the world, same thing all the adults think: poverty, war, sickness.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and a lot of people in America don't really know what's going on. They don't research it, they just hear about what's on the news. And that's a small part of what's going on in the world.
They're in their own little world, and a lot of folks don't want to stick their head outside of that circle. They're just afraid.
I mean, I personally have grown kind of anti-patriotic in a way, just because it's embarrassing. You go to another country and they're like, you're American, oh, we don't want you here. I mean, we've got the whole bully complex, that the chauvinistic, we're better than everyone else, we're going to teach everyone else how to live and how to be.
What scares me most is just losing the way of life that I have. I mean, I enjoy what I do, truly do. It's just not knowing what's around the bend. It can change from year to year.
America in the next 10 years, I see us growing more powerful than ever. I see us changing for the better. I see us in the place where we're not only able to help others, we're also able to help ourselves. I see America as the place where we can always be free. 10 years from now, 10 years ago, to 100 years from now, we will be able to fight. We'll have people like me that will always fight for freedom.
What kind of country would we be as an American society if we didn't help other countries have freedom? God's blessed this country because I believe that. If we didn't give other people freedom, then you know what? I think within 10 years we'll be ruined ourselves.
I think that America will be in a war in the next 10 years. Like, America and the whole world will be in a whole world war.
Eventually we will cause the planet to be destroyed. It's inevitable.
I don't think the world's going to last too much longer. I mean, I know that gets into religion and all that, but I personally don't. I mean, everybody's killing each other and just causing chaos for nothing.
The fear factor, these kids, my kid asks me every day. He says, not every day, but he says, Dad, he says, you know, with all this nuclear war and the global warming, he says, that's something that I'm concerned about. He says, I might not live to be as old. I'm 58. He says, I might not live to be as old as you. And then he says, then my grandson, he says, Jamil, it's going to be worse for him.
See, we have in the United States democracy, but democracy overgrown us. You can say here in the newspaper, your mother is this, or your mother is that, your father is a... You cannot sue nobody for it. This same thing which brought our country up. I am just citizen here for past 20 years, but I'm saying, this country which make this country grow, which is democracy, which is freedom of speech, now is working against it. Now is destroying our country because the freedom is killing us. I mean, everything is being done against common sense, and you cannot say no. They're saying we don't believe in God, we don't do this, we don't do that, cancel from the money, all these quotes, and obviously, you know, you cannot do nothing against it. So democracy slowly, you know, is killing us.
Times are changing, you know, and I think that we're going to see a lot of big changes in you know, the next 10 to 20 years, really. I mean, it's really substantial changes in terms of how we live, how much we pay for, a lot of the things we take for granted.
Times are getting really bad. It's scary to think that, you know, we're going to have to bring up kids in times like these.